Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Today we are starting off with the good old time lapse. This one goes for about 12 minutes, 20 seconds or so, round about there. So if you want to skip it, feel free to do so. But today we're sort of just working in the little downtown area again, just sort of filling it in a bit more because we've got a lot of residential demand. I also thought maybe if we start doing a little bit more high density residential, we can start earning some more money, because that's been the suggestion as well, that because a lot of our buildings are essentially level 1 buildings, they're not bringing in a lot of money for taxes, yet we're still using a lot of services, because that's kind of the thing, because we're sort of covering the entire city with services everywhere, but we're not really justifying the cost of them, because usually when you have an area covered, that would level up all the buildings, they would then in turn pay more in tax, and that would make sense. However, we're not really doing that in this city because we have, you know, we got the sort of plop the growables mob, which stops buildings automatically leveling up, because we wanted to choose a specific style of buildings that we're going to have. So I'm trying to kind of solve that this episode. The time-lapse doesn't do much to help that. So we'll have another go when we get into the episode. And also, once we get into the live gameplay, we'll be checking out the car factory and seeing if we can get that up and running. And hopefully that makes us some money as well. Probably not much, but whatever. So over here as well, I was doing a proper little train terminal area. And as you guys mentioned as well in the last part, I sort of disconnected the, in the tunnel under the land there, I sort of disconnected the rail there. I do actually reconnect that if I already did that. I totally missed it. But yeah, I realized it wasn't connected and I sort of joined that all back up. So that should be good to go. But yeah, I kind of wanted to build a proper little industrial area here. This isn't like super industrial. There's a few little factories here, mostly offices and all that kind of stuff, offices, and then we have the train exchange for all the regional cargo. So hopefully I was hoping that would sort of ease out the strain on the other cargo harbor. You know, we're trying to create more options so that not everything is trying to go to that one place. So hopefully that was going to help. Also, yeah, I did another mail distribution center or sorting facility, because I was like, I realized that we hadn't really been using them. We had one in the entire city and I forgot about it. So now we got another 2 in this location, or like one over here, one by the other station. So I'm hoping that the mail system works a little bit better now as well. And hopefully we're sort of balancing it out. So obviously I'm rebuilding a lot of this road area here, fixing up the bridge. I thought I'd give it a little bit of a curve. Didn't need to, because, I mean, no ships are ever going to go under that. But I thought it'd be nice, you know, why not? Why not do something a little bit nice for it? And then we're just sort of getting this road to complete there. So the idea is that I wanted to build up a lot of the area coming out of this downtown section. I want a few more people here. We need to grow the city, and we're trying to make it a little bit more usable. So this little area here, I was trying to sort of also build in roads to make it as compact as we could, fit in as many little sort of warehouses and all that into this sort of section around the cargo stations, because I felt like, especially because it was over the other side of the river there, and it's quite a wide river, that this was probably a good natural place for there to be a sort of cargo or an industrial zone, especially with these sort of, you can see like these waterfronts here. It's very like straight edge stuff here. So I thought this would also be just a nice area to do like a bunch of keys around it. Not doing any cargo harbors here or anything like that, or even not even a cruise ship terminal, nothing like that. But I just thought it would seem like a nice sort of industrial element to add, is put that key on there and make it seem like it's all sort of built up a lot more. And then through this section, you could see I was about to zone it, then I realized the zoning tiles are kind of all messed up. So I went in by hand and placed most of these buildings how I wanted them to be. A lot of these are going to be medium density buildings, because we don't want any super high like skyscrapers. They are all still the high density ones, so hopefully they should bring in a little bit more money. Most of them are pretty low level, so the taxes won't be super high, but you know, we're trying our best. Trying to also just get more people here, make the place come alive a little bit more. Also, sort of nearer the main roads here, you can see that I'm doing some taller buildings. So I'm trying to get a decent transition from the little downtown core, sort of transitioning out to the more medium density buildings. And you'll see that we replace some of the stuff downtown as well with some larger buildings. So I felt like we probably should build that up a little bit more. Like we did a bunch of zoning in there last part or whenever it was, and that was all just zoned quickly to fill it in. And that's kind of all that was. So I figured it was probably good to actually start customizing it a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer. And we also end up changing a little bit of the tram line around the transport hub as well, which I think turns out quite nicely, but we'll get into that soon as well. Yeah, so I was like going through all these buildings, seeing what I had, still obviously using mostly vanilla stuff. I don't think we even have any custom buildings in this save game. I think they're all just vanilla, but I'm seeing which ones we have and where we can use them. I was like, oh, these kind of look cool. Maybe we could use them together. And I was trying to, and then I realized it just didn't work there anyway, because if I want it on the corner, it doesn't really fit. So I was like, you know what, let's forget that. Let's just not do let's just not do that. We'll save that building for somewhere else instead. But yeah, I think this comes together really, really nicely. I really like the look of this area, and it sort of all builds up nicely around all the train lines we have going in there and the tram tracks, and I think it looks really, really cool in the end. So yeah, this is the thing. This is the good thing about doing manually placed buildings, especially around that key, is that we can really get these buildings close together. I was trying to keep a reasonable distance between the larger skyscrapers in the sense that they wouldn't be wall to wall most of the time. Like there'd be a decent gap between them. Obviously, it's not going to be super realistic. Some of them are still pretty close, but I'm trying to keep some realism. Not a lot, but whatever I can. Yeah, so like I said, I pretty much removed most of this area here in this downtown core, and then we're sort of putting in a bunch of skyscrapers and then filling in the small sections with smaller buildings. So you can see I'm sort of shuffling around to make it all fit a little bit better. Trying to follow that principle. Oh yeah, I do a little alleyway down the middle because like that makes sense. Like we don't need all 4x4 buildings to fill up this block, especially because we don't want them all squished in like that. I want the medium density stuff squished in though. That's what I want to squish, and that's what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be good, and you'll see, and you'll see. We're doing that. So I kept that little alleyway there in the middle because I was like, that's a good little pathway to access through the other side. I felt like that was pretty usable, and then just a bunch of little buildings to sort of fill in all the nooks and crannies. And I think this section is turning out how I want it to, in the sense that I think it's pretty nice. It's not like super nice. It's obviously still pretty dense. There's not a lot of like parks or anything around. Like I think I do a few facilities through here. Actually, this turns into a bit of a park next to the tramway because that seemed like a sort of natural location, especially near the transport hub. The transport hub kind of is a park in itself. Like there's all that grass around it as well. And I thought I'd turn a little bit of this into it as well. Not a whole heap. Like we still have a bunch of buildings here. In fact, we even turned this area into a bit of a nightclub destination. I think I set it as a leisure district, at least along the waterfront, because I was like, we need to get some leisure district. It was also suggested that doing that would also give us a little bit more revenue. Likewise with probably tourism as well. If we do a district for that might be a good idea. Or at least just place the buildings for it. I don't even know that we need to do a district for it. If we just place the buildings, then it will sort of work the same way. I don't know, but we'll have to find out. So just here I did, that was something else that this area was lacking, was like schooling. So we got like the high school, actually I realized that now makes, it's not a great decision because that now means we have a high school and an elementary school next to the nightclub district. Hey, at least we're, enjoying the vein of this city being pretty poorly designed in terms of quality of life. Yeah, not a great place for the school. But actually, you know what? No, you know what? A leisure district doesn't mean it has to be nightclubs. Sure. Are there nightclubs there? Yes. Do there have to be nightclubs? No. So there you go. It's not my fault as a city designer and builder. It's the game's fault. They chose to put them there, not me. And then so I thought this area that little corner there was a nice little area to sort of build up, get some taller buildings, more density through here. Like some locations, I just decided to do a taller building, like a bit of a skyscraper, because I think it looks pretty cool. And especially this little corner here where we have this sort of curved road. And it's an interesting little block shape. We've got this sort of alleyway through the middle. I thought it looked kind of cool, getting all these sort of taller buildings in that space, especially next to this park here, where we have all the transport lines and all that. And here is where we finally get around to doing a cruise ship terminal, or a harbor as it's called. By the way, it gets so laggy and glitchy when you remove the road, because I didn't want the small road. I wanted to put it just here opposite the train station. Oh, look at me trying to move it. This is time lapse still. Trying to move it without it was even difficult. So anyway, I eventually get it in place in front of the train station, which is great because that means the cruise ship connects with the trams, the trains, the high-speed rail, all in that one place. So that's actually going to be really, really good for us, and really, really usable for pretty much everyone, especially even coming from the other side of the map. If you got the high-speed train, it delivers you right here, right by the cruise ship terminal, which I think is like perfect for like what we're trying to do. Oh god, me trying to adjust this road. I remember doing this. I'm like, I was like, I've probably done this like the worst possible way, but I got there, and like I said, I got there in the end. Just rebuilt the road, made it look a little bit neater, and then eventually positioned the stupid cruise ship terminal in the right place. It was just so annoying. Look at it still going as well. It's just not wanting to cooperate. It lags so much when you remove the road. I think in the end I was like, yeah, good enough. Oh yeah, so this is where I changed the tram line. I think I might have mentioned this in the last part or something like that, that I wanted to sort of just have this go around the park because I thought it would probably just be better and makes more sense. And obviously pedestrians can still walk along it. They can still use those tram roads as pathways. So now what it does, instead of going down there, it goes there. You can see it just stops at the top right there where the tram is, at the top of the sort of train stations, and then goes back out again, which I thought was actually a pretty good place for it. I was quite happy with that. So I was like, you know what, that's good. So Pleasant District is very aptly named. This is the leisure district here, and I sort of zoned the waterfront with those buildings. The other side is actually still a mixture of residential and then I guess schools, which I'm going to be honest, I only just realized now that there was still schools there, so I might actually move those, because that doesn't make a lot, like, look at it, there's like nightclubs opposite. Wait, maybe I do I, maybe, actually, you know what, I might move them. Maybe that's why I'm so shocked that they're there. Because I end up moving the residential because they start complaining about noise, which, I mean, fair enough, they live opposite a nightclub. Although, you know, tough luck. A lot of people live opposite nightclubs. You just have to get over it, all right? Anyway, I think I might end up moving it. I can't remember. And so this rail line here, I'm actually using it to bypass all of this because I realized we had no bypass rail track to get over to the other cargo station or anything like that, or get out of the region. So that's why I sort of built that there so they could sort of come over this way, rather than, because at the moment they had to either go through the cargo hub or the cargo train station. They had to pass through them just to get out there. So that bypass rail is actually kind of important to put in. So through here, like I said, was a mixture of offices, a little bit of industrial, all that kind of stuff. That's what we're getting through here. And also, by the way, I didn't mention this, but the comments of last part were pretty unanimously, hey, don't build the Eden project. So we're not doing that. That's not going to happen. Don't worry about it. And I didn't really want to do it either. Like, the benefits were good, but I think the trade-off that we'd have to face of cleaning up the city was kind of sad. It just ruins the whole theme of the city, you know. It was kind of just a little bit of a downer. Oh god, man, finding buildings to fit in this little space is actually kind of annoying. Mostly just because there wasn't that much variety. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the time lapse. Let's go into the game. So if you did end up skipping the time lapse, this is kind of what we did. We built up more of the downtown space here. We sort of replaced some of the buildings as well, made them a little bit taller, gave a bit more of a skyline to the city, if you will. We also put in the cruise harbor terminal right there, or the cruise ship terminal. And we did a little bit of a leisure district along the waterfront here with some clubs and all that. And I realized that opposite the clubs, we have an elementary school and a high school, which I have decided to now move because that's a really poor choice. We'll probably just put them over here somewhere instead of right there. Actually, the reason they're good there, though, is I guess we have an elementary school and high school there. It's just because they're near all the transport. That's why it's good, but I might just move them. We could even put them on this block here, maybe move some of those guys. Yeah, so we built in all this area here as well, all these buildings, which I think looks really, really cool. So we got like I think we got a good transition of like these medium density buildings, and sort of gets up high, especially like coming in this way now. I think it's starting to look way more like a city than just like a random little cluster of buildings. Like, I think this area is starting to look pretty cool. Especially with the sort of all the industrial area there finished off. And I guess this is kind of like the suburbs out over this way as well. And then the car factory here, we didn't do anything in the time lapse, but we'll sort of turn that on now. Because in the meantime, while I was doing all that, all these buildings here have now started to fill up. Metals, not so much. I think we are going to need to do... So I'm going to turn this on. It's going to cost me money. Not enough special goods. That's okay. There's special goods here. You'll get them. You'll get them. Don't worry. They're going to start being delivered. This should hopefully start making us money. That's the other thing. We're not making a lot of money. So what I want to do is a couple of things. Let's go over this side of the area. Well, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do. So this is going to go here. Flat road. It's going to go this way a little bit. It's going to go this way a little bit. It's going to go under? I asked that as a question because I didn't know if it was going to fit. It does go on it, which is good. And then we're going to go... I guess I don't really want to connect to that road anywhere, do I? Maybe we connect off here? We could probably do this, right? You with me? Not like that. I'm going to be honest, not like that. Oh, not like that either. That was a mistake. You know what? That's probably a bad place for it anyway. I didn't want to do it there. I didn't want to do that. Not me. I'm trying to figure out the best way we... Because I guess we still want roads along the back, don't we? So if we just do this. If I move this bridge actually a little bit further up, just so the intersection just lines up with that road. So it's going to be easier than trying to have... Well, not easier. It's going to look nicer than having two intersections. Because we can still zone there. That's the thing. Like, we don't have to have the bridge go, like, flat right there. And I think it's fine. Like, a bridge is probably more than easy. Also, I should do something about that. You know what? I feel like I'm going to just... Oh! How did I do that? Oh! No! Oh, okay, we're good. Hang on. I'm trying to get... I think yeah, there we go. I accidentally leveled that out a little bit. Not what I meant to do. I was trying to go here just to get a tree or something. I think maybe we can just cover that up at least a little bit. Which it looks like we can, so that's all good. There you go. It's a bit better. Beautiful. All right, cool. So then here, I guess I'm not sure what we... Maybe this... you know what? Let's make this a smaller road. This is... I guess kind of also almost becoming like an alleyway road, though, which I don't... Oh, actually, you know what? That gets us fine. We can have like an alleyway. Yeah, this will work. This will work. This will go here. I guess we'll have a road come through here. That'll probably be about right, because then it's between those two intersections. So that'll come up here. That'll go up there. Boom, boom. And then through here. That will not join to that in any sense. So that should give us this area to fill in pretty easily. And the idea with this is I was just going to make it... I think it's already... Yeah, it's already part of the district. This is just going to be high-density residential. Like, I'm just going to zone it and then hope that it'll be good, or like what will come through will be okay. Then we'll go from there. And then if it doesn't look good, hopefully it does, but if it doesn't look good, then we'll have to come through and change some of it. But I was just hoping... I just wanted this to sort of build up all by itself and then go and try and make some more money. That is what I'm hoping, is that this will do that for me. Okay, so this is going to need pipes. So these guys have a little bit of noise pollution over there. They're getting sick from it, but that'll be fine. See, I don't think these are too bad. Some of these are okay. The problem is when we get a bunch of those, like, oh, actually, no, that's not the problem. The problem is when you get a bunch of the same building. Like, this building is nice. I don't mind it, but you can see here, for example, we have too many of the exact same building. So if we end up getting that over here, that'll be a problem, but hopefully not. So we need some commercial. I guess we'll do some here. Now, actually, I don't have a high density, high-rise band, do I? No. Just because I don't want anything super tall appearing here. But I guess we'll get what we get and we'll go from there. That comes through there. So we've got to also figure out how this side will work. But for now, I just wanted to zone in all this. Along here, I think I might just make this offices because it's right near the highway and there's residential right behind, especially like here as well. Might just do that. I think this I might actually just do residential. Got some residential on the main road. Boom. So this road will probably be really busy because it's obviously a highway connection with the area. This road, as you can see, has almost got nothing on it, which is actually quite good because that means I can just pop a road in here like this. And I think if we, you know what, a little further down, pop a road in here, go up like this, that'll sort of fill in almost all of this area. Well, give access to all the area, not fill it all in, because obviously that space, I feel like that space has to be done custom. You know, we're going to do a little bit of custom work on that. If we go high density, what size was that there? You could probably fit a 4x4. I didn't want to level, actually. You could probably fit a 4x4 in there, if you're lucky. Oh, actually, you definitely could. Yeah, let's go something like this. If I just get this guy, move it over, let's put it on the corner, because the game, for some reason, does not like zoning the corners of roads very well. Like, it's not happy about it. It's like, yeah, I could do it. Do I want to do it? Nah, mate. Nah. Get some taller buildings here, I think, especially because it's like on this road with the trams, because we'll probably do a tram stop here or here. Because the last tram stop's there, then it skips straight up to the train station. But we'll do another one in the middle because we also don't want the tram having the same number of stops as the train. Otherwise, no one's ever going to use this train. Because the train goes one stop to there. The tram actually does, I guess, a couple here, one there. Wait. Yeah, one there. Sorry, not there. One there, and then we'll do another one in here maybe. and then one there. So it's like 2 extra stops, some traffic lights, so it takes a bit longer. There's a lot of same buildings in there, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, but see how we go. Also, let's not go bankrupt. I'd prefer not to. Yeah, that's actually a good build. I like that building. It's like a nicer looking building, but not too nice and not too tall like some of the others. I do like this building too. Maybe, I think it should be getting, this should be the highest density in the area, like here, because it's around these sort of major intersections. And then back there, because it's sort of squished all in there. I don't want to go too tall. So, having said that, let's get some smaller buildings. Because I think they're getting too tall now. So we'll go like smaller there. And then, you know what, we could probably just zone this section. Oh, actually, we can't do that one because I've sort of messed it up with the zoning. Let's do a 4x3 maybe. Is that the right direction? No. 3x4. Is that one I can get? It is one I can get. There's plenty. I don't think I want to go super tall here. Maybe like this one. Because it's similar to that one over there. Similar sort of, like a more modern looking building. A little bit nicer. That's good. Alright, so then let's just sort of zone this in. You know what? I'll do this. I'll do that. Then, we can even get out a pathway, you see. And that will come through to about here. Maybe, no, hang on. Wherever that sort of, get rid of that bit. That'll come through to wherever these intersect. There. Beautiful. Because then, look at that. Beautiful pathway to get through. Probably do the same right there. I was going to say it doesn't affect any zoning. It did. It shouldn't though, because if we go there and then... I didn't really want them underneath like that. But if we move it there a little bit. There we go. Alright, so that should hopefully still have the full zoning, which it does. Allows good pathway access directly through there so people don't have to walk all the way around. Look at that access! That's some access! Alright, residential, office, commercial, medium density, probably through here. Because it's all by the train line. We can't get a road under there. We could probably get a road under here somewhere or here. We definitely need a road somewhere. Maybe we could continue. I don't want to continue this main road though, because it's too big. There's for nothing there. But doing a small intersection off a large one always looks weird. You know? Yeah, no. Well, maybe it's okay. Let's have a look. Let's do it. Let's do it anyway. We'll see. Because then that provides a way for people to go here, get through there, instead of going all the way around. But it'll still be a little bit more cumbersome, hopefully. Hopefully they won't really use it, because I don't really want them to. Anyway, I just wanted to put a road there so we could sort of sort that out now. And then worry about how that all connects later. Alright, so that can just go through there. Right, so this area should be coming to life now a little bit, which is good. It's kind of what we want. It looks a lot more lively, and hopefully like a lot more is going on through this area now. It's sort of a little bit of a sprawl of the city out there. This whole area through here, I really like. There's so many people coming around here now. Like, look at this. It's beautiful. Bunch of people waiting there, 125 waiting there. I guess not that many people waiting here right now because they just all got off the train probably. Look at this. Look how many people are sort of wandering around to the tram stations. Some people go here to the cruise ship harbor. The problem with these ships actually is they only hold 100 people. Which is kind of dumb when real ships hold maybe like, you know, 5,000. But anyway, how's this going? Is this making stuff for us? Production value, $8,320. That's good. I think, yeah, that's good. I would like to do, let's do an ore industry somewhere nearby. Because I think that's the worst thing we have. Because the other one we have is also pretty bad. Now, there's a few places we can... Oh, you know what? No, hang on. Before I forget, let me move these, because I said I was going to move. I'm going to move this guy... Oh, right by the rail line? No. Right there. It's here. It's sort of in the suburbs. Or whatever that is. It's not the suburbs, but you know what I mean. In the sort of residential area. Okay, this high school can go... I was also thinking over here somewhere. I reckon here would probably be good, like a good place around here somewhere. Right next to the crematorium. Ooh. We already have an elementary school there. How about that? Cash me inside. How about that? Okay, high school wise then. Okay, we got a high school there. Then we're going to be moving away from this area. So we really want it around this area because there's a lot of people that need it. So maybe just over the other side here. I'll put one there. That will sort of cover this space. Then maybe we need another one because we have very little capacity for high schools. No, I think that's just because half the city is not educated, and that's kind of the way we... That's just the way I want it. Okay. Right, so water over there, so that's good. Now this area, I'm just going to rezone as commercial, because... Wait. Small. just do this section here so it actually zones in properly as clubs or whatever. Because I don't want normal commercial there. I want this sort of... Again, the problem is there's not many variety of the of these buildings, so it ends up doing the same thing a lot of the time. Now, for ore, I was thinking what we could do, because we have the rail line going out here already, maybe we should just set up a little ore industry, well not little, but an ore industry over here. Actually, the problem with it, there's no road here yet. But I think it would be good to establish some industries along this rail line, because it just makes sense. Oh, look at this. But for the sake of ease, I'm not going to put it there. We could do it anywhere along this road, I think, as well. Maybe like in this section, because we've got power line here, as presumably water. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, let's do it here. There's no ore here yet, but we'll zone it in. It'll be fine. So this sort of mountain area here is going to be our industry, like so. And then, so this is going to be the main access road. There's no trains. We'll probably want to add trains. I mean, maybe not. We might be able to get away without it. What we should do, you know what? Let's do like an in-road and an out-road. You know? Really, get this place pumping. Because there'll be a lot of traffic, I assume. Maybe. Alright, so then what I want to do is go like so. We're going to add a few more lanes. So we're going to get a turning lane, and then we're going to get a lane here, a lane there, and then a lane here. Wait, actually, I guess that doesn't matter, does it? Other way around. Other way around. Yeah, because that's the only one that I need to turn in. Okay. And then we're going to say... I guess it probably shouldn't be 100, because... 40, but you know what? Whatever. It's going to be 100. I'm just going to make it all 100, otherwise it's going to be annoying. Alright, so it's still 100 all the way along there. And then... basically what I want to do is say, this is my left-hand lane. This one goes forward. This is my right-hand lane. This one goes forward. And then this... I mean, go there. Or can go there. And then what happens here is this one just goes straight there. And this one goes there. So then there's no... the only places of... Well, especially here, the only place that there'd be a conflict is this right-hand turn for that one lane. Then all the others, they sort of have to merge correctly. Again, there's only one point of conflict here, which is actually really good. It's basically conflict... I was trying to reference Conflict Nerd there and make it some sort of pun with his name. It didn't really work, so whatever. Alright, so that's going to go there. Now, let's go up through this area. I have no idea where stuff's going to be yet. But I'm hoping it'll be a nice big zone. Obviously, I don't want them to have to go all the way around just to get out, so it's not all going to be one way. These are kind of just going to be like the main roads, I think. Or at least for the entrance and exit, and then we'll get like a road in the middle that's not sort of connected to that, maybe. So I think if we go to here, and then just go like that, and then we'll just connect up other roads. You know what? You know what? I'm going to use this road. No, you know what? No, I'm not. So we'll have like a road here, for example, so... You know, if you're coming in, you don't have to go like... Or if you're going down here, there's something here, you want to go back around that way, etc. Should be good. Okay, so let's do an ore... Oh, wait, you know what? Hang on. Before we do anything else, let's get some actual ore in the area. Probably would help. There we go. And brown. Delicious ore. Good stuff. Alright, so let's get out the ore main building. Ore industry. Main building. Go right here, because I think that's like the perfect spot for it. Look at that. Look at that. It's already got water. It's already got power. It's already got 40 workers. Good lord. All right. You know what would be good to get to this area? A bus service. So we're going to say there's going to be a bus service that goes to here. And I guess the closest transit point would be here, right? Which apparently we can't get to. Which is interesting. Oh, no, there we go. We will use the same bus stop, I think, because why not? Alright, so there you go. Express bus to the ore industry, to people that work here. Oh, that's not good. Oh, you know what it is? They can't turn right there. Hang on. Because it's too close. It's that turn, they can't... Wait, how far do they have to go to turn? Oh my god. Okay. The problem is that I think that when they turn here, because they can't turn, they then can't get over to the other lane. All right, fine. It's gonna have to be able to get to both lanes, otherwise it's just not gonna work. All right, otherwise it's just ridiculous. That's so stupid. So bus is good. Let me just move it back. Beautiful. Okay, that's better. Great. Good. Bus line done. Where is my bus line? Bus line 9. There are 2 stops, and oops, select type. Whatever bus. I don't care. Whatever bus. Let's go like 4, maybe. I don't know. 4 buses. Sure. There's no one out here yet, mind you, so it's not going to be doing anything. All right. So it's going to come up the top. It's going to do. Well, really, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to be honest. Like these roads just go here somewhere. I guess we'll have a few like crossings, and then at this point, maybe just go back to normal roads. I feel like we don't need one way anymore. That was really just for that bit. All right. So what are we putting in here? We need to get the main buildings and auxiliary buildings, so like the workers' barracks and all that. Why does it have this view when we're placing these? I want to see maintenance building. That's probably a good one to have too. Let's get a maintenance building right there. Those are okay. They overlap a little bit, but okay. So we get the like sort of workers' barracks here, so people can be closer to work rather than living wherever they do. But they can also commute here if they need to, or commute out of here. There you go. Look at that, beautiful. And then I guess we should probably have a few services out here too. At least fire department, at the very least. That usually helps. They're pretty close to it, so I think if I just get some more of these, if I just get another worker. Wait, you know what? Workers' barracks can be in here somewhere. Wait, why can't I build that? Oh, here we go. Let's go build off this. Let's go straight through like that. There you go. Just get that little road in the middle. So we can build off that instead. Let's get a couple of them there. And we could even do like, you know what? What if I do a little shop there? A little commercial in there. Maybe they'll be like, oh, I want a little bit of commercial. All right, how about we actually get some ore? That'd be good, right? Okay, so the most we can get is from this. Production 8,800 units. No, this one gets the most. 9,600 units. Costs 64 upkeep a week. 60, so it's a little more expensive. Basically nothing though. 64, like what is that? Nothing. And we get a bunch from it. So why don't we go here, and then you know what, over there. They don't look very impressive though, do they? That I think that's the sad bit about it. Like you got this guy here. Oh wait, that produces way more. Oh, I just assumed. You know what? I assumed they'd be in order of what they produce. I was wrong. So this one produces the most, 11,200. So I should definitely use this. It does cost more though. There we go. All right. So if I just get a road, let me get a road like this. So road like this, road like this. Goes up. Easy. I don't know what we'll do with that yet. Okay, that goes there. Then we get this guy. We get this guy. This guy. This guy. Is that too many guys? I don't know. Probably. I don't know. We're going to be producing a lot. That's what I'm gathering. Oh no, it doesn't need to cover the whole thing. Cool. Alright, so that's all that. I think we're going to be producing a lot of ore. Alright, so that should be good. Then we need to go to storage facilities. So we get 600,000 there, 500,000, 400,000, 300,000. Okay. So obviously this is going to be looking pretty good. Pretty darn good. So I'm going to go there. A few of these around the joint. This up over there. Get this down over here. I don't know, just putting them where we have space. All right, how much do you reckon we're going to be storing, though? That's the other question. Like, I guess, so 600 tons, and then this produces... The problem is, this game flips between units and tons, like, nobody's business. Like, okay, 1 unit. What is 1 unit? It can't be tons, because that's way more tons than this. I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's whatever it wants to be. So, we just place buildings until it works. There you go. So that road will be a better connection. Then I'm going to get a road out here because I feel like we got all this space out there too that we should probably fill. Okay. Right. So we've got some storage facilities. Let's get some processing. So this is going to make, not fiberglass. It makes just glass, I think. Yeah, glass. This makes metal. This makes glass. This makes metal. Okay. So we obviously want a couple of each. Glass is actually pretty good. I think we need more metal in this place. Wait, this is metal, right? Yeah. So metal. If we went for those meddling kids, we would have gotten away with it. Right there. And then we're going to get some of these glass ones. Out over here. I don't know how that didn't destroy that wire, but sure, whatever. There you go. Look at this place. It's coming along. It's coming along. 35 workers in each of these, or at least staying nearby. I don't know how many workers we actually have in this place, whether or not it's actually, you know, enough. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, which makes no sense to me. That shouldn't, none of this should be 0. Produce resources until next level. Okay, we're producing some resources. Okay, there you go. And then I might get a little more storage. Here. Maybe over here near this one. I guess we can get smaller storage. It does not always have to be giant, does it? And I think it sometimes looks better, you know, if you use different storage too, because you just get another type of building. Oh, look at this. We got one little store out here. People using my bus stop. We got crime out here. That's not great. Well, the workers out here are coming to steal stuff. All right, there you go. Little cop shop right there. Beautiful. All right, so this guy, not enough raw materials. Well, how much are we producing? Probably not enough, I guess, then. That's the only one that doesn't have enough. All the others have materials. Except for this one, apparently. Sure. Now, let's go over here. Oh, that's way more sharp than I wanted it to be, actually. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, that's my bad. Oh! Didn't mean to do that either. Just destroyed everything. Okay. This way, and then let's curve that in. Curve that in. There you go. Then what I wanted to do was get one out here, right? Get extracted that way. Yeah, get a different angle. Look at that. It's probably going to need water, yeah? Mm-hmm. Boop. Okay, so that goes there. Look at this place. It's come to life. Got a bus running out here. We've got a lot more residential demand now. Oh, we all just leveled up here as well. The Maple Ore Group. Look at him go! Making no money yet. I wonder if we could do a ship. We could. I mean, I guess we could make a shipping line here, but it'd probably make more sense if we built a canal here, and then they could sort of ship out that way. It also should, I guess, bring a lot more traffic out this way. Okay, so we're running out of resources. So, you know, are we maybe we're not producing enough. But then I say that and I might overdo it. This doesn't have anything in it. I guess because they're either trucking it out really quick or we're just not getting that much. And I'm not sure which one it is. I'm not sure which one we're looking at. Why don't we do this? Can we get another one? We can. Just think where I can fit really, because we don't... Oh, actually we can go there. Get a couple more of them. Look at this. Now this is what I call a mining operation. This place... ruining the beautiful foothills. But it should be producing some good stuff, hopefully. Assuming we have enough workers here, because wait, how many people do we have out here? We require 1,185 workers. We've got 900 though. That's actually pretty good. But we're making nothing. And I don't know if it's because... No, it can't be because we don't have enough output, because we don't have enough ore. There's not enough ore here to even make the stuff. That's why I'm trying to get more of these. So 15... There's already 58 workers at these things. 60 workers there. 60, 60, 63, 55. So there's definitely enough workers at these things. I think it's doing stuff, but... Never really be too sure. Never really be too sure. Do we need more of these, do you reckon? Well, actually, if we have 1,100 workers here, surely we need more barracks and housing, right? I assume. I mean, it can't hurt, can it? Oh, maybe it can hurt. Some more around the place. There you go. Wow, yeah, nice place to live right between where they're drilling. That'll be good. Or not drilling, mining. That'll be real good. There you go. Alright, so there's more places to live now. Like, you can live over there, you can live over here. Well, at least stay here while you're working. Look at all this traffic through here. This is good stuff now. Look at this. Beautiful. So if we go here, look at this road usage. Now, actually, what has this done for traffic over here, mind you? Like, because we have a lot of trucks using this road now, which actually is... Where are they coming from? So they go... Actually, there's some people delivering right here, which is actually quite good. Then they're trying to get over to the highway. Yeah, see, that's probably not good. I'm basically forcing a whole ton of traffic, a whole bunch of trucks to use this road. And then go through the suburbs and adding more traffic. Yeah, we got a lot of trucks coming down this road now. We might need to... Look, the way around that would probably be... Get the road to go this way, come around this way, join up to this bridge instead. At least it's closer to the highway. Because then we could just say, you know, ban heavy traffic through here. So rather they'd have to go this way around instead of up onto the highway. I don't know. Anyway, I might leave this part here. What I'll do, because we need a lot more residential anyway. We've got huge demand for it now. We're down to 2.9 million. Guys, it's actually getting a little dire. Like, look at our treasury. This is not good. We gotta sort this out. We haven't been this low in money since 2035 or something. Just after 2035. That's not great. That's not great. So we're gonna sort that out. If you have any money-making schemes or plans, let me know. I'm gonna leave this part here, but leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.